Syracuse, New York. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. It's the Cal Golden Bears and the Syracuse Orange. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. The Golden Bears headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. And he's coming out of the end zone. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Some misdirection with the counter.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Orange could go for it all right here on 2nd and inches. Steve Angeli rushes on him. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you could tell the QB might have been a little too excited, forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Got a man. It's Thomas. Snags it, and he's open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. So nice to have these tight ends.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
And the Golden Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Leaves it with the running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 3rd and long. Jaron Chiave Sarrapolitelli. And they will score. Touchdown, Cal.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He's not going to take the touchback. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Miller with the ball. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it to the right here. Gain of 8 is now 3rd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Throwing Angelic. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Punt is in the air. He'll take it on the return. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Here comes the Golden Bear offense, ready to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give. Could be an alley. The 50. The 40. The 30. The 20, the 10, all the way. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here. Makes the catch, and he's free. Hits him. He smashes his way through again. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole nine. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long gain. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Angeli. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped. Now forcing a 4th down.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down.
Sweep.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Give to the back. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down.
And that's the 2nd time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
JKS dumps it off in the flats. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. That pass is incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make a catch.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun to give, looking for room. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. My goodness, he unloads on that one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the option, creates a little room, and he's stopped right there, no gain on the play.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Steve Angeli. Under fire. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. Might be changing the route. From the gun on third down, Steve Angeli. Makes the catch on the left. Off and running. Touchdown, Syracuse. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Running inside, it's Miller. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Making side adjustments here.
Red 54, red 54. Ready, go.
Throwing Angeli. Fakes to grab. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He'll keep it on second down. Might have a chance. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
The run inside. It's Miller. Powers through the defender. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. And Jelly. On target. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest, but there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Back to pass on second down. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground. And so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
And some room to work. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Fourth down and Jelly. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the back. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Touchdown Orange! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
21, Syracuse, 13.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to the run. Picks up the 1st down. Here's a little room there. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cal. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And Jelly on the play action. Throws for the tight end. Makes the catch. It's Clement. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Steve Angeli throwing right. He makes the catch. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. At the 20. Touchdown, Golden Bears. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13.
35, Syracuse, 13.
On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Running inside, it's Miller. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Level. Go!
And Jelly from the gun on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Throwing and Jelly. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Touchdown, Cuse. On the sideline, got it in the end zone.
The textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The give to the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. The second half not too far away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Throwing, Sangapovatelli. The short hands, it's Perry. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
At the 40-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And finally getting home and getting the sack. This quarterback, his jersey's not even dirty. We're in the second half. We're behind. We got to find a way to create some momentum plays. That's step one.
And the Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Caught in the backfield. It's Hendricks. Maybe a crease. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field. Fires left. That's caught. It's Hendricks. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Fires to the big fella. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cal! And the route is on.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Wide receiver going in motion. The run inside. It's Miller. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Sangopolitelli throws to the tight end. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Quick release on the RPO. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job of the base defense making a play.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Angeli. Got him downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Syracuse operating with a fresh set of downs after that last completion. To the air on first down. Looking for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right on target this time. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Quarterback making checks. Pulls and fires complete. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working there. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They'll run it. It's Miller. Shakes off the defender. Inside the 10-yard line, is shoved out of bounds at the 9.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll go right back to him. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Steve Angeli. Quickly complete. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
This offense simply has to pay this off on third and goal. They desperately need a touchdown. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. This, a 2-point conversion coming.
Ready? 153. Hey, move. Ready, go.
They'll run it.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
42. Syracuse, 26.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Hands it off. Can't get him to the ground. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Right back to it. There's some room. Smashes him with the stiff arm. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And they're getting close to the point now in offense where it's full milk the clock mode, right? Run the football. Don't worry about throwing it right down the middle of the field. Keep giving it to your back who can fall forward. If he can keep doing stuff like this, get a few first downs, preserve the victory, and get out of here.
The Golden Bears, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Turning it on. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, they're after him. He's going to run it. Across the 25, he's got room. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And the Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Jaron Chiave Songopolitelli. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And this is one of those where you go, ooh, you start to breathe a little deeper on the sidelines. You felt really, really comfortable having the big lead to +2 possessions in the fourth quarter. But now you gave the ball back. You put yourself in a position where you're going to have to earn it a little bit more now.
They go play action with Angeli. He rifles one deep down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Orange, after the big pass play, might just throw it again. Throwing Angeli. He wants to go deep. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to throw. It's Odom. Under fire. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
That's caught. It's Weaver. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone.
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you
snags it, and there's running room. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Syracuse right back at it. The offense changing the play. Angeli into the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Orange.
You're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. If they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. They get the football, but I think they touched it too soon. Flag on the field, and I believe it's coming back. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Politelli, play action. Looking for space to the left. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Maybe some room here. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout. The defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back.
Yeah, and I love running the football down the red zone. You've got to be able to do it. And 1st down, obviously, is the right down to do it. But now limits the options a little bit more. Second down after that loss of yards play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5.
Didn't get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing the third down and goal.
Timeout taken on the field. It's the second call by Syracuse. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at third and goal. JKS. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Cal. And the pummeling has started. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to pass, it's Odom. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Wants to throw it again. Pressure coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
To the air on second down. Working that left side. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Wants to throw it again. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it the other way. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20. The Orange call their third timeout, and that's the last time they can stop the clock. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.